Yes, you read that title right. Once upon a time, I, Zeus, the god, was a simp. So bad that the girl I was dating rightfully dumped me after 3 months and told me she was leaving me to go back to her ex. Yeah, pretty fucking pathetic, I know. But you know what? I don't blame her. I'm thankful she broke up with me because it was the feedback I needed to realize I had severely fucked up. A lot of guys get heartbroken and use it to say all women are toxic or all women are bad, instead of looking at themselves honestly and seeing where they went wrong. Now don't get me wrong, did my ex-girlfriend act in a totally inappropriate and toxic way? Sure. Throughout the relationship? Of course. And that's wrong on her part. But you know what's more wrong? The fact that I put up with it. In your life, you only have to suffer with what you choose to put up with. You always have a choice to stay or walk away, a choice to change or stay the same. So in the spirit of that, here are the 8 things I learned in my prehistoric days as a simp, and how I got over my ex in the aftermath. Number 1, you can't make women the center of your life. This is the hallmark of a simp. It's the fatal flaw. Once you make a woman, or women in general, the center of your life, your value becomes non-existent. You no longer have anything to offer the woman because she's your whole life, your whole world. You're just a thirsty dog jumping from woman to woman hoping they'll like you. Number 2, you are responsible for your own feelings. If a girl makes you feel a certain way, it's not her fault, it's yours. It's your fault for not setting the correct boundaries and expectations correctly in the relationship. If she's being toxic or doing something that's clearly wrong, yet you still stay with her, you are at fault for continuing to put yourself in that situation. You must learn to be in the driver's seat of your own life, emotions, and feelings. A person can only hurt you if you let them. Number 3, insecurity is only magnified in relationships. If you're an insecure guy, you'll only be more insecure in your relationship. If you don't feel good enough about yourself, you'll never feel good enough to feel secure in your relationship. You'll wonder if she likes you, if she's thinking about other guys, or if she's going to leave you for her ex. You'll constantly worry that she's going to leave you. You'll supplicate to her out of fear she's going to leave you. You'll become submissive and walk on eggshells to not lose her because you're afraid she's going to leave you. You see, no good relationship can exist when you're in fear. When you're insecure and afraid, you're the worst version of yourself. Become secure with yourself first. Own who you are and all of your flaws, and work to actively fix them and become the best version of yourself you can possibly be. Now, once you do that, relationships will become easy. Which brings me to my next point, number 4. Only when your life is already great can you bring someone else into it. That's it. No explanation needed. Number 5. Don't chase unhealthy relationships, okay? Some women are just toxic for you. If you come across them, it's your job to avoid them or remove yourself from the situation once you realize it. Just because a girl is toxic doesn't give you the right to pursue her anyways and then complain that she's toxic and a bad person. It's your fault for knowingly putting yourself in that stupid situation. Take responsibility. It's what men do. Number 6. Don't romanticize women or people in general without evidence of their character to back it up. The girl I liked honestly was nothing special. In fact, I was kind of a pimp in high school. I got basically any girl I wanted and would never simp out. But the fact is that this girl was the only one who I couldn't get. Made me want her even more. I romanticized her in my head, convinced myself she was different when she was really just like everybody else. Avoid holding people in high regard until they give you a reason to. Number 7. Nobody can make you happy. Only you can do that. Stop trying to rely on women, sex, or romantic relationships for your happiness. Number 8. Don't be bitter about it afterwards. No matter how bad the relationship was or how awful of a person your ex might be, resentment is an awful emotion, and the person it hurts most is you. You don't need to be friends with your exes. You don't even need to speak to them ever again. You don't even need to like them. You don't need to just be friends. But don't hold resentment because it's an unproductive emotion that'll keep dragging you back in the past if you let it. Focus on the future and how you're gonna make it better with your actions. Now, I know I'm being a bit stern in this video, but I'm doing it because I want a guy who was in the same shoes as I was when I was 17 to see this video and hopefully remove himself from this simpery before having to experience the unnecessary pain that I did. Let's be friends. Don't you just fucking hate that? This is a way you can get yourself out of toxic habits and into positive ones. Hey, if you want to learn more ways to avoid being a simp, whether it's in person or over text, I highly suggest checking out my courses in the description below, The Godly Texting Guide and The God Approach. In the Godly Texting Guide, I show you my war chest of over 100 copy and paste opening lines, word-for-word openings, and breakdowns of my personal conversations that have led to dates. This is my blueprint for making women eager to meet you, all with just a few text messages. By the end of this course, you'll go from a simp to anti-simp. Like this guy who said, "This course changed my life. 2 weeks ago, I was awkward and couldn't speak with girls. Now I speak with whoever I want, when I want, and already got 3 girls to like me in a week. Thanks, Zeus." You see, if texting is no sweat for you, then check out the God Approach. Inside that course, I teach you how to carry conversations with a strong masculine frame. Go from approach to instant date, and how to flirt and build attraction with any girl at any time. There's hours of real-life examples inside the course from my manager, Benjamin, showing you how to do this in action. And let me tell you, Benjamin's got this down, okay? Hey, I hope to see you guys in there, and in the meantime, own your own life. It's Zeus. I'm out of here.